It's Wednesday. You know what time it is.
Okay, as we know, this is the last week of June, and this is men's mental health. So I want to say first and foremost, rest in peace to some random guy named Hector, because he ended up going out a date with a bitch who basically was in the process of getting a divorce. What happened? Her estranged husband probably didn't know, because that's how some females are. He basically tracked them down and killed them both. Plain and simple. Overall. Is it fucked up? Not at all. Because you know why? Women, you play these games single handedly. The girl, Gloria, I don't remember her last name, not that it matters, but the fact that you are on your second divorce and you publicly said on your little podcast that you were going through it, do you understand the shit that a man was going through? You deserved it single handedly. Personally, I wouldn't kill over pussy, but in the words of Chris Rock when he said to OJ, I wouldn't, but I understand. Plain and simple. Now you have this innocent guy who's gonna get some boxing, not knowing that he was probably in the process of getting a divorce. And what happened? He killed both y'all niggas. Ladies, if you gonna let another nigga eat your sushi out while you going out for sushi, just tell him, yo, I'm going to process of getting a divorce. Did she say that? I'm gonna say no, because half of these women are ridiculous nowadays. But again, rest in peace to Hector, the innocent guy, and the estranged husband. Like I said, I wouldn't kill a bitch over pussy. I wouldn't kill a bitch. I won't risk my life over pussy. But you know what? That shit right there is the reason why we have men's mental health. Moving forward. What's going on, man? Yeah, I kind of winged that for the most part. I just thought, no, I mean, the thing is too. Like I said, I showed you earlier. I wanted to go back to, like I said, first of all, she looked good as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like she looked good. She definitely had some natural part on you. But the thing is too, when you get in surgery on yourself and then you call yourself an influencer, that doesn't sit right. In the words of Harold, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't work for me, brother. Overall, it's very misleading. But like I said too, hey, you reap what you sow, and unfortunately, yes, I know men need to take accountability. And like I said in the beginning, I wouldn't die over pussy. I said that on my Instagram personally. But if you understand what the guy is going through, like yo, you probably trying to save his relationship or something, and you just out here hopping on a new dick. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like a matter of fact, that happened to me not too long ago. A chick I was talking to, right? Nothing crazy. Like I said, what happened? She texts me, right? Whatever. She texts me like, whatever. She's like, you know what? We shouldn't be talking anymore. I'm like, and my mom like I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, the interest was extremely high. You know what? Whatever. I let things rock. I go on my Instagram and I see the fact that she ended it with me, but she dated the guy 2 days before. So, prime example. So, if it was like December 28th, she broke up with me. She dated the guy official online the 26th. I mean, look, listen, I'm not gonna lie, it pinched the shit out of me. I'm not gonna say I'm on some boo-hoo shit because, like I said too, like in the Chris Rock segment, it was enough time for me to even grieve overall. But it is what it is, man. But not for nothing, but she did that herself. I know it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna just put like this. There's no way in hell you should be fucking with somebody if you're going your third vote. And another thing is too, the fact that you just use that as like content. And remember, Mike, I showed you the fact that you're starting podcast. The headline is second divorce. Are you serious? You know what I'm saying? Like, and mind you, now you're 40 years old. Yeah, you look good. You have a nice ass. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. But you would think that in a marriage, you know what I'm saying, you will be a little bit more private, a little bit more discreet with it, not just trying to get some clicks, just to get some more things. That right there just shows you how fucking there's no value in marriage because you're just using it as, hey, I'm breaking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and on top of that too, beyond that, when I did some more due diligence and shit, you had 7 kids. Like, you got good pussy. You got 7 kids. You got some good pussy. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have been practicing too. So, like I said, I'm not here denying that at all. But the fact that you have 7 kids and you're not thinking logically, and this is a marriage, you're married to the guy. It's not like, oh, we're dating for 6 months and all like that. The fact that you married him and you just like was quick to go to sushi with the next man.
That's usually how it be, man. I
Like I
mean,
said too, the real victim here is the guy Hector, 43 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's the real victim here because he got killed by the estranged husband. And unfortunately, I have no sympathy for him. I'm a piece of shit for saying that. But with the husband too, you know what? I'm gonna be sympathetic because this is when men's mental health kicks in. When you you know what they tell you growing up, right? At least in the Spanish household. Suck it up, numb yourself, keep it going. I have that habit overall. If you open up, be vulnerable, you are labeled as a maricon. Maricon is basically rhymes with the word maggot. I'm not gonna say it because we're on MTV, or I mean, whatever, MTV, YouTube, or whatever the fuck it is. But like in
we're on YouTube. I only did pregame for Instagram because nobody
okay,
was.
overall, it's I feel bad. Like I said, I feel bad for the boy Hector. The fact that he is not gonna be able to see his family because of some girl just swindled him on. I'm gonna be honest. I believe that. I'm going to believe that she swindled him on because you know what too. Remember I told you before. You seen the screenshots. I was a side guy for 5 fucking summers, single handed.
It's
She
fucked
would
up.
come up here to see her daughter. What happens? We in the Bronx. If you guys know the Bronx, we will go. I'll go pick her up in Castle Hill. We will go by the motel right by Pelham Bay Park. If y'all from the Bronx, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Over there, go. You know what I'm saying? $50, whatever. We go get some Burger King. We'll go watch some 80s porn. She's sucking me off. I'm eating my Whopper. She's giving me a Whopper, and we good.
That sounds like the life.
I know. Even though I am being hypocritical, I'm not gonna lie, because I knew what the drill was, but I was a perfect side guy. You know what I'm saying? Single handedly. And I made sure that her phone changed, there was no tracking on each other on the Android. But neither here or there. Rest in peace, a guy Hector. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much shows you that when it comes down to this thing, is two things. One, marriage isn't a high value thing no more. Like I said, the fact that you were comfortable just broadcasting it on a podcast. And then two, it's never yours, it's only your turn. But goddamn, she looks
Hold,
so good. I don't blame homeboy for trying to fight overall. But in the same breath too, when you have someone as an influencer, and that's the thing too. I told you too. I don't know if I told you this or probably a while ago, but like for me, I will never date a girl who is Instagram, social media famous, and I do this for psychological reasons. Here's the thing and she pretty much kind of proves my point. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to be with a woman who is upset, who social media craves. Why? Because they get that dopamine, that attention. So if me and her have a problem, right? She's not gonna resolve it with me. All she needs to do is just show her tits, and then you know what? There goes that validation. I can't compete with 85,000 people, nor should I. At the end of the day, so if I see that, I'm just like, you know what? You're too hooked onto it. I'm just gonna scale back. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, too, hey, it is what it is. And then also, too, I'm in New York. It's not hard to go find another chick, but at this point in life, describe me. Rest in peace, Hector. That's the innocent victim right there. For me, it's Hector.
and you know what's funny? It's hold up. Something was going on in my mouth and I had to pop something.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. It's funny you say that, right? And I think this is sheer coincidence, is what you're saying. What I'm about to tell you is you're gonna think I copied your story.
I'm sorry.
But What I'm about to tell you, you're gonna think I copied the news of what you mentioned, right?
Nah, you ain't like that.
No, I know, but still though, once I tell you this, you're gonna think, holy shit.
All right, I'm all ears.
So back in the day, back home, right? I used to go to this gym called Anytime Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew a lot of the guys that were there, especially
Mm-hmm.
this one Hispanic dude named Fernando. And I mean, he always worked out. He was about your size until um, he was your size when he started working out with me. Before I
Mm-hmm.
left to Virginia, that dude he was he was built. Like he put on weight. He looked like a complete different guy, but that's because he trained with me. Um, but I didn't hear from him for years. But he touched base with me recently on Instagram because he found me on Insta.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, how's it going? How you doing? And he told me recently what happened to him. He was in jail for 17 months.
For
Here's
what?
here's the reason why. So he was in a relationship with a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at one point they broke it off, but they still wanted to be exclusive to each other, just not with other people.
Mm-hmm.
So thought. So one night he texts her saying he's on his way over. He's got access to her area. He's got a copy of the keys. He pretty much say, "Hey, I'm on my way, bringing dinner or whatever." He comes home. He comes to her place, sees another car. He walks in. This other dude's all up. They doing their business. He's like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "Well, why didn't you call? Why didn't you text me?" He's like, "What you been doing the whole time?" Like, he basically, didn't touch her, didn't hit her. He just basically was like, "I don't need this. I'm walking away." He walked away. He did the right thing and walked away. But because he had that frustration and rage built up, he was doing, I think, close to 80 and a 45 and wrecked his car. He walked away from it. His ex ended up calling the police and claimed that she was assaulted and whatnot, that he assaulted both her and the boyfriend.
Wow.
No marks, no nothing, right? So they linked everything, right? He didn't get in trouble for the car wreck. He only got in trouble for what happened. So he was accused of assault and battery and burglary, which I'm like, how's it burglary if he has proof and consent and a copy of the fucking keys?
Exactly. Wow. Wow.
But down south, 9 out of 10 times, it's the woman's word over the guy's.
Damn. Wow.
Especially Virginia. Virginia, it's really like that. Because, like I said, look at the Virginia state flag. So I never
Yeah,
understood.
maybe tell me that.
So I never understood why my ex did what she did with everything she went through. But it was just crazy because here's the thing, right? So because he didn't have bond and all that of what happened, he was incarcerated for 17 months. He didn't have a lawyer, couldn't afford one, But the public defender he had, he basically got all of his charges dropped because they didn't have any proof. He said, "I would have gotten you out sooner if you had money for bail."
Damn.
But literally, the charges were dropped because she didn't show up. Both of them didn't show up. His case was dismissed, taken off of his record. But the fact that this man had to spend 17 months in jail.
That's a year and a half, pretty much. That's crazy.
Yes. And he didn't lay a hand on this woman. No marks, nothing. Because if she really did get abused by him, she would have been at the court case. She would have shown him, but they didn't. They just went based on the phone call.
Oh my God, they went on hearsay.
And mind you, the area I live in, I hate to say it, with everything that's going on right now, it wouldn't take much for them to get a reason to make an example out of him. And that's what the system did. The system made an example out of an innocent Latino.
That's grimy, yo. Like,
after that, he's like, "Women ain't shit," and I'm like, "I agree. Most women ain't shit."
Listen,
because of what happened.
I mean, look, I already tell women now. I said, "Yo, Because the funny part too is with homegirl, right? The one I was talking to, I asked her. I looked at it. I went on her thing. I'm like, yo, who's like? First of all, you could tell as a nigga, right? I guess the New York me, whatever. I'm like, this is a little too friendly shit. I look at it, right? I go back on his page because he had his shit public. I scream. I'm like, yo, what is this? Just tell me. Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. I'm like I said, it's gonna pinch the shit out of me. But like in the same breath too, right? I'm not gonna hold you. It's plain and simple as this. The bitch is like bipolar and depression and all that shit. So in my mind, I flipped like this. I said, now when you have your maniac episodes or whatever, you slit in your wrist and this nigga gonna call you, he gonna leave your ass. And you know what too? I'll never see her again today, but I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. That's all. That's all it is at the end of the day. I know I sound like a piece of shit. Saying that you damn right I am. But the thing is too, you could be upfront with me. Don't lie to me. And the funny part too is the fact that she, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what too? I tell people, and I'm realizing I am too upfront. I'm too upfront for bitches out of town. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the thing too. The end of the month, right? She was like, she blocked me. She goes, oh, because she was like having her episodes. I'm like, all right, whatever. Then I'm like, maybe you block me, whatever. Then I'm like, and I hit her up. I'm like, yo, if we could swap naked pictures with each other, what you could tell me why the fuck you blocked me? Plain and simple.
I agree. I agree.
And she's like, oh, you violate you. I'm like, mm-mm. And then another thing too was the fact that like, you know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't gonna front. Listen, there's times that like, when your daughter gets older, when your kid gets older, you're gonna feel that neglect unintentionally. You know what I'm saying? Subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see my kid, whatever. My kid's busy doing her thing, so whatever. So remember, I'm telling her on the phone because, like I said, she can open up to me about her shit. I can open my shit. I'm thinking, right? You could tell me about your deepest, darkest secrets, about what happened to you, and I'm here for you. But the minute I'm able to flip it and tell them, you know what? I understand why now guys start new families. Because if your kid's mother ain't batting for you and you doing what you gotta do, and your son is just hitting you with the fuck you, why waste my time? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, how can you say that? I said, I understand it. And the thing is too with me is the fact that my personality is the fact that I might not be able to do that, but I could put myself in the shoes and understand why they would at the end of the day. Like a prime example, I can understand why, you know what I'm saying, somebody will want to play, baseball over basketball as a fictitious example. You know what I'm saying? That's the root of it. I mean, look, when you're writing advertising, you have that core skill. You understand people on a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, I'm just like, you trigger that, whatever. But like I said, whatever. She had the nigga lined up, and that was it. You telling me all this shit and everything. If I show you screenshots and everything, it's gonna look wild crazy. You have all this shit, and then you just jump ship. Okay, you were looking for a cop out. But like I said too, the way I see it, this is my model, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't like it overall, and it's a comparison. But it's just my thing. I told my baby mother this too, because I'm best friends with my kid's mother. Shout out to my daughter's mother. We still cool to this day. You know what I'm saying? All the bullshit we hung that shit up 10 years ago. This is my philosophy. If I can get over my kid's mother, who I had a kid with, right? I can go over any bitch after that. I don't care how much I might be temporary, the pain or whatever. I know I could get over. I could get over that bitch. I could get over that bitch quicker. I ain't have no kids. Here's my thing too now. If I bring up a bitch, I'm like, you know what? The best thing is I ain't have a kid with the bitch. I'm good.
Exactly. And also, we got a guest coming in the back. I mean, he's been waiting a while, but my bad, my guy. But I didn't want to interrupt your statement because as many women on the show that says, I can't stand hearing this point of views, I don't like it. In order to get I sample, you have to understand what not just him, but all of us men in general go through. And the ones that like know the backstory, then they're like, oh, I didn't know. Because you already assume. You know what they say when you assume.
Make it
Speaking
happen.
Exactly. Speaking of asses, yo, give it up for our boy backstage coming in, the one and only from Columbia, Canada. I'm gonna say
Columbia,
from
Canada.
Columbia, Ontario, Canada. Give it up for Mr. Hangton.
Hey, yo.
What up, dog?
What's good, yo? The fuck? This nigga mad white. You can't even see his ass.
I think he outside, y'all.
Yeah, no, he's outside. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
he's
nigga look like
outside.
Robin Williams real quick.
Mm,
Fuck you, man.
Well, no, you look like a pixelated Robin Williams. Mm-mm. All right, so we're gonna have technical difficulties. We expected him to say a word every 5 minutes, unfortunately.
I know, right?
But I know how that pain in the ass that is. I know of all people.
Oh, I get it, but
But I mean, overall, yes. You know what? Too, I'm not problematic. You know what? Too, if you know a New Yorker for the most part from New York City, not the outskirts of like Albany and all that. New York, we're up front for the most part. Just a prime example. People don't like her. I mean, look at Jill Cosby, aka Cardi B. She'll tell you how it is. I mean, that's the only woman that I can say in entertainment history that literally said on camera that she raped niggas, she robbed and raped, she drugged niggas to get money. Ain't no other woman gonna do that. That's a Bronx girl for you.
I agree. So weird.
I mean, I'm not with it. Like I said, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? But man, that and then also too, it is the rest in peace. The man who looked like Chris Jenner after he went surgery, Michael Jackson. Tell me, listen, there's plenty of pictures. He looked like Chris Jenner.
No comment, but you
Okay,
right.
I will. I will. And the thing is, too, you know what's great about Mike, and this is how society is. When you're so great at something, they don't give a fuck. Michael Jackson touched all those boys, and he was still famous.
This nigga.
And look, I know people gonna argue with me and shit. All right, there we go.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Then you
Welcome back,
what
bro.
the fuck? You want fucking updated internet?
He's getting ready for. He's
Yeah,
getting ready.
I switched over from the Columbia plan to Canada plan.
Oh damn, this nigga. So we're saying rest in peace to Michael Jackson, the biggest molester
Yeah.
online.
Yeah, we got these little hippies here singing in the park.
We're singing "Man in the Mirror."
Damn.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
You guys, you know why? You know why Michael went to why he went to the boys section of Walmart, right?
why?
Because it was boys section half off.
This nigga.
Then also too, shout out to Mr. S22.
S22.
We have to rename it because I don't want to get a cease and desist.
You know, I'm glad the bitch changed her bra though. Eh? No more dirty shit.
I know. It's like the heavens heard us, and she like, let me get rid of that sweaty. But you know the thing is too, that's what a lot of hood people do. They would hold on to something because it has like a brand name. It'll be matter of fact, I've seen.
You know that's what poor people do.
I know it is. And matter of fact, you know what's crazy? There is an actual video of a nigga that's holding on to, that has a Gucci bag, but that shit's gonna rip. Like my nigga, let it
You
go.
know, it's the fact they bought that one thing. They spent their whole fucking their whole salary on that one item, and they got to hold on to it forever.
Exactly.
That's wild. That's wild. Also, as soon
By the
as
way, I
we,
agree with you too, eh?
oh
With
yeah,
your diatribe about women.
yeah, I mean it's true. Also, as soon as we bring on the next guest and he adds his 2 cents in as well, I have a nice little Michael Jackson tribute for you guys. So without further ado, let's bring on to the arena and give it up for our homie, aka Double D, aka Eddie motherfucking Kane the Third. Yeah.
What's
Look at
going
us. We
on,
got the rainbow
fellas?
here, eh?
He's at the rainbow.
Hey, yo.
That's fucked up.
Yo, is that my R&B singer, Ryan Leslie, with the facial hair?
This, I should
This
have worn
nigga,
the jacket just for you. I should have worn
nah,
the
nah, nah,
jacket
that's too
just for
hot for
you.
that. No. We
Come
ain't
on,
gonna go.
you got
We
the
ain't gonna go
jacket with
left
the
hand.
leather, with all the zippers on, man. You got that, don't you?
Yo, this,
Oh,
yo, this
not
nigga,
yet. One of my baby mamas stole that.
yo, this nigga look like 20 Rich Project. Nights are lonely and the days are so sad, and I just keep thinking about the love that we had.
This.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna upload it right now.
This.
And also, for those who disagree on our statements earlier, we also have some late breaking news going on to report to people. Standing by as our B-side news reporter because Koji is our number one.
Breaking news just coming to us now. You're a bitch. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias, man.
I'm gonna call her Linda.
Word.
Like, I don't give a damn what the AI name is. Her name is Linda.
Where's 11 at? Is he with Chelsea again?
Nigga.
Nah, he said he's on his way. He said he's with Chelsea.
Chelsea the bartender.
Chelsea, she had to take her dentures out.
He wants some
Gotcha.
butt.
Anyways, I'll call back when I get home.
All right, man. Be there
'Cause
safe. Don't get
it's gonna get really busy here and get really noisy, and you're not gonna hear me.
don't
All
get
right,
beat up by a bunch of fucking Muslims. Be good, yo.
Later.
be easy, my guy. And also, on behalf of us at mWo and the UN5, here's a little tribute, a special track for those out there that are a fan of Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Again.
He was cute in those skin tight jeans.
That posing kid love voice.
I said, you wanna come play with me? We could have fun. On my ranch.
I'd say
in the
Tommy
dark,
Davidson was the
with a
best
lime
Michael Jackson.
I agree.
by your
You got the other one? I'm gonna send the other one.
And you
What, the Home
don't
Alone
have
one?
to go tell
No. The black and white one.
Oh, we played
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
that one.
We were
Yeah.
hanging out.
Where's my black?
cuddling
Where
in
my
the
white?
bed,
You're under arrest.
playing
Well, I guess I'm black.
video games. Even if Brooke Shields won't let me knock her boots. I don't jump through, so don't believe the news. Hey, little Billy's not my lover. He's just a kid who claims that I touched his buns.
Oh shit.
But I swear
Told you.
I didn't get none.
You didn't get none, man.
I might be weird, but my records sell. So what the hell?
Damn.
The truth is kinda tough when you grab your stuff. On the stage, when I sing, grab my thing. There's no need to call vice.
Oh.
Prison, I'm sure it's not nice. It's not nice, not nice. Little Billy's not my love. No.
Damn.
Little Billy's not my
Maybe
love.
Little Billy's mother's my lover, but not Little Billy.
Michael Jackson, you've just been accused of
Michael
a terrible
Jackson may
crime,
go after
and your
Little
career
Billy, but
teeters on
Michael
ruin.
Thunder goes
What are you
after
going to
Little
do
Billy's
next?
mom.
I'm gonna go to Thailand.
Butt sex sold separately. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. But yeah, man,
Oh.
that's crazy though. Woman and the guy got killed. Man, that's wild. And then, like I said, I still can't get over that because literally. And then you know what? You want to know what's more fucked up about what happened with my homeboy?
What?
The first day he got out of jail, found out his dog was dying of throat cancer. And to him,
Damn.
his dog is his best friend. So on
Listen.
the same week, you get wrongfully incarcerated by your ex. You got to put your dog to sleep. I couldn't imagine what he was going through.
Man, bro. I can understand that because when my dog died in 2016, it was like like I tell people the way I describe it because we got him a month before 9/11, so I watched him grow up with me, and then to see Lisette grow up with him, it was like a full house full of house. I still remember October 16th, we put him to sleep. I mean, it made sense why my dad would do it because the back of his legs, you thought he was on ice skates. You know, you don't want to treat him like that.
Nah, it's
Man, it got
just
so bad. I called my baby mother to venting to her, and we were just broken up officially. I stopped having unprotected sex 3 months before that.
I got two things on this topic.
go
What's up,
ahead.
Arlennis?
The first one is a question because I
All right.
Hmm.
remember asking this with somebody I used to smoke with, and it really triggered me because I was like, "Oh, this definitely would raise some numbers." So, if dogs aged like humans, would you take the over or the under on the suicide rate going up? Because if people
What you mean? I'm a
already,
little bit lost.
so you know how dogs are, every human year that their dog years are 7 years, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, and they say the average lifespan of a dog is about 15 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. Imagine if a dog aged like a human and you really grew up with it, like y'all both 80 in the backyard just sitting there chilling. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Say you Luke, you see how people go crazy when their dog die anyway, like you just said. So
I'm
if
guilty of it.
I would too, because I love dogs. So if say you in your 70s and you lose your dog, that's gonna trigger you that much more. Because
Hmm.
it's like literally that's a lifelong like nigga, you helped me wipe my ass and I helped you wipe yours. Like
Listen,
that would be
this day, I don't want another dog. I don't want one for nothing. And then also too, now I know it's like a macaroni. That's my phone. Is the fact that I got a cat at my baby mother's house. Cat, we've had homegirl for nearly 11 years right now. I know
mhm.
God forbid when that time comes, I'm not gonna handle it either.
I mean, for me, because my last two chihuahuas back home died. One of them was by trauma shock from abuse by my sister's baby daddy before he went to jail.
Fuck that nigga.
I
Fuck them, yep.
agree. I agree. The other was from old age because this chihuahua we had since I was in high school, just about,
So all the
and
90s.
female named Mimi. And I remember she had a bad hip, and if anyone tried to pick her up, she would spaz out because you had to hold her a certain way. She never did that with me because I knew how to hold her, even when it came to washing her. Anyone else that washed her, she was hating life. But with me, when I washed her, she would fall asleep the whole time.
Hmm?
And they mentioned that she was getting old, losing sight. But every time I would come home and visit, she would still recognize me. And it really hit me because when they messaged me about it, you know, that hit hard because,
Yeah.
I grew up with that dog all the way, through college, high school, you know. It, you're right, though. It does make you want to go off a cliff, especially for me because I'm 9 hours away. I'm not even close to, you know what I'm saying? It's an
Exactly.
expense. It's an expense to see the family. So when it came to that hurt. It hurts missing, moments like Christmas and all that because they're like, "When you coming home?" And I'm like, "Y'all must think I got money out my ass like that." I mean, I ain't struggling, but
You
you
put
know,
some out. I mean, look, you live in VA. VA is an expensive ass area. And the only reason why I knew that was when the fucking Chinese guy shot up Virginia Tech. I was like,
I
damn.
mean,
And the fact that you guys are right next to fucking DC and shit,
mhm,
that's pretty much like northern New Jersey with Manhattan.
that's Northern
Maybe
Virginia.
maybe maybe not tit for tat, but in a nutshell, that makes sense. And also too now you're in the same what's it called? You're in this what is it? You're in the same you're in the, it's a big ass city, it's Washington DC. You know what I'm saying? It's not like some struggle
Oh,
city that you hear about, like like something in Maine or something. So
I know
again,
what you're trying to say, but I can't come up with the word either. I know exactly what you're trying to
yeah,
talk to.
yeah. What Jersey is to Manhattan, Northern Virginia is to me with DC for the most part.
Yeah, I know what
Or
you're talking.
Southern Maryland, if I'm off geographically, my apology. And then
No,
also
you're
too,
you're you're on the money because I've been to both areas you were talking about, and it's pretty accurate.
I want to say congratulations to our fake DEI short memory man, fucking Tom. The simple fact that he's been MIA because he gave birth to a turtle. I'm just talking shit. That's all. He hasn't been around.
Oh,
We don't see his, his perfect glamour stuff. He has everything suited up just to nod his head and smoke a Virginia Slim.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I said, Eddie, I'm going to talk about the way he has everything set up, from the chair to the computer. The way he has everything set up is like a guy who went to fucking Foot Locker and got the most expensive Jordans just to dribble the ball for 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Completely useless. Completely useless. More useless than a condom in Rosie O'Donnell's purse.
Yeah.
Listen,
shit.
listen. I told on my guess it's an Apple one, but if we're gonna do a comparison, it's a 3 Series BMW. It's nothing major.
Right.
My
Right.
headphones are $19 from Target. I'm sorry, not Target, from fucking Best Buy
Yeah,
because I
right.
thought I lost mine. So this whole looking great and everything, and all you doing is just going right, yeah.
I was
But
there.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
listen, you can't tell a crackhead that crack is bad,
Right.
Right.
right? But I just want to say congratulations on the birth of his turtle. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. Shout out to Hang Ten. You know, 11's
Right.
with Chelsea. Kip is somewhere out there working on his swing, trying to get recruited by Aaron Judge and shit.
Right.
And yeah, that's pretty much it overall. And again, rest in peace, Michael Jackson, aka Chris Jenner. And let me see.
This
I'm trying to
nigga.
figure out. Let me see. I'm trying to see some fucked up shit. Oh yeah, here he goes. When we die, God grants us one wish. Farrah Fawcett wants to make the world. Hold on. When we die, God grants us one wish. Farrah Fawcett was to make the children of the world safe. Damn. Because you forgot too. You know when Michael Jackson died, other people died, right? It was Farrah Fawcett that
Yep.
same day, and then it was like Ed McMahon in that same time period.
And it's funny because everyone thought on my family, like my mom and my sister, they thought Vince McMahon was dead. I said, they thought it was Vince McMahon because they got the names mixed up. I said, Vince McMahon is on TV right now. What are you talking about?
And also, rest in peace to one of my favorite salespersons of all time, Willie Mays. This guy I learned how to sell stuff from. Or to find out that he was knocked out, and because he had crack cocaine in his system.
I can't breathe.
I know. And then
Speaking
you
of
know what's fucked
breathing,
up too, real quick? I
what's up?
scrolled on something online, and it was like athletes that look alike. How the fuck they put Wayne Gretzky and Princess Diana? They do look alike. I'm gonna send it in. I'm gonna send it in our non-social media group because someone's hiding.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of hiding,
You know my Egyptian was crazy, bro. She fine shit.
you know we got to get this man the intro because he's still giving me shit about forgetting his promo.
Man, you dwelling
I've
on
been
that? You as bad as S22.
listen. I've been look, I've been apologizing enough. You're gonna get off my nuts about me missing your promo. But without further ado, welcome Marco Antonio. You know what? It's that nigga the 11. He always want to use some fancy ass name. What up, dog?
Nigga, I've been Marco Antonio for the last fucking like month and a half. You only gotta play this if I'm stone cold. Nigga, I'm Marco Antonio. I need mariachi music or something.
Yeah, but my nigga, I told you before, send me a track for Marco Antonio, but you never did.
You know what? Hold on, I got a bone to pick with this nigga Drake. There's 2 days in a row this nigga that wrote Bonsai and put it on my fucking screen while I've been working. I've been too fucking busy at work. God damn it, to be by my desk. But that's 2 days in a row I done seen that shit.
Because whenever I don't see you, because I go in there to look either at the outgoing mail or to see you specifically. Even when I didn't need to, I was like, I'm gonna go see 11 because that makes my day to see him at HQ2 working hard. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna dap up my brother. We gonna talk some shit about white people half the time.
By the way,
we're gonna go about life.
Shout out to the fucking brother in the celebration of post Juneteenth. You killed somebody over a honey bun.
I said 15 seconds, bro.
He needed that honey bun.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, whatever. Then also too, I can say it because Hanson ain't here, you know. But your boy Carmelo Anthony, not Lala's ex, the guy
the Texas nigga.
Yeah, so now he's been charged with first-degree murder. Crazy.
That's bullshit, bro.
I mean,
they're trying to take him out the game.
I mean, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But like, you bring a knife to attract me?
I mean, to be fair, most kids ain't fighting nowadays. They're gonna pull a strap, so at least he got something.
Listen, Jadakiss told me back in 2001, ain't no more fair ones. Nowadays, niggas will jump your moms. Once I heard that, I'm like, you know what? That's why I laugh. Like I said, I'm not a hood nigga or street nigga. That's why I laugh when you have hood niggas and street niggas talking about, you know, a street code when someone snitches. How are you getting mad about something when there is no rules? In my unexpert opinion.
Yeah, I'm just like, nigga, if it came down to me and you, especially if we're neck and neck in the same lane, I'm picking me.
Exactly.
Stop being stupid.
No, I agree with you. And the thing is, too, what makes me laugh, right? But this, like I said, this is just my Greenwich, Connecticut tax-paying ass perspective. Is that I will never have my people to need my back. And the reason why I say that is because I am not going to be a person that's going to draw friction or drama.
I said you. I saw the photo, by the way.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if we walking down the street, right, whatever, we just chilling. I'm not going to do anything to provoke any type of violence or anything of that nature. I will never do that because I'm not built like that, and I put that on my seed.
That picture's crazy, bro.
I'm just saying, like, look, I'm trying to watch my kid grow up, plain and simple.
Facts.
I'm not gonna be doing dumb shit like how you got people, like I said, like Honey Bun or fucking the Spanish nigga who shot up, who killed, you know what I'm saying, like, or just just all races, you know what I'm saying, like it's just wild crazy. The shit you see now.
Wild and crazy kids.
That was a good show. That was where Omar Gooding got his start in. I mean, y'all do remember Omar Gooding, right?
I know Omar Gooding, but I think he might have been on something before that. I don't know.
It sounds familiar, but I don't. It's not.
P from Baby Boy, Joey Joe. All I do is go over do dirty house.
I was waiting for you to say it.
Because remember, he was in, was it My Brother and Me or some shit with Taj Mowry? He was in something.
He wasn't in My
Wow.
Brother and Me. That was another guy.
The smart guy, because
Yeah,
what's
smart
crazy
guy.
about
He was in Webster, Just the 10 of Us, Wild and Crazy Kids, Blossom, Empty Nest. He was in a lot of TV shows. He was in Ghost Dad in 1990.
I remember Ghost Dad.
He was in Ernest, the Ernest Green story. He been in a lot of shit.
talking about My Brother and Me. Do you realize how short that show was? I remember like watching reruns, and I was literally watching the same rerun at least once a month. I remember two things: Goo Punch and Hit Me,
Hit
Hit
me,
Me,
hit me.
Hit
The girl
Me.
and find out it was a girl that beat him, or the one
I
where
had a
he
crush
wanted
on
to
that
get,
chick. What's her name?
or the
Donnie or
one where he
something.
wanted to get his hair done,
Mm-hmm.
and who fucked up Dee Dee's head.
That was That was her name. I used to have a thing for her.
Yeah, Alfie and Dee Dee. Alfie, Dee Dee. Their sister was named Melody, and Goo was the best friend. And then there was that one girl that was always with Melody that was player hating on Goo. And Goo's like, I just want me a cute light skinned girl, Melody.
You know what's crazy? I love. Oh man, I would say after I've been going back. I call them in air quotes my Dominicans, but I'm loving light skin. I don't care as long as you just look Dominican in my mind. I'll have a thing for you.
I'll stick with Asians.
Oh yeah, of course. Listen, even the ones that look like that. You know what I'm saying? Even the Asians that look like Dominican color.
See.
I'm sorry.
I mean, listen, I look at it like this.
Oh,
Would you rather have Latina booty and curly fries, or do you want some Asian titties and waffle fries?
Latina
honestly,
booty and waffle fries.
honestly, either one because I am Mr. Right now. I'm not trying to be Mr. Right. That's the point I'm heading now. Look, I'll tell you. Look, straight up.
Shit.
Listen. This is a
At
prepaid
least,
service.
at
This is
least you
T-Mobile,
declare
not
that.
AT&T.
Shit, at least you declare yourself that whether it's Mr. Right now or Mr. Right, shit.
I'm Mr. Right now. Fuck
I,
that. Fuck all the
I
bullshit.
am. Listen, that sounds very confident. Me, I'll be the real and say it. I'm Mr. Not at all.
Hmm. Well,
That's
the
my
thing is,
theory. I'm
I
Mr.
want to
Not
tell
at
girls,
all.
listen, our relationship is Boost Mobile. It's not AT&T. That's all.
Nah, it just ain't worth it these days, man. I'm
Of course
telling you.
not. Of course not. Mm-mm. Not at
Like,
all.
nah, it ain't worth it. It really ain't worth the headache. Even when you get the benefit of doubt, and then the moment something changes up and they show their true colors, man, fuck them.
That's what happened with me in the depression, the depressing bitch.
That's why it
I'm like,
just, like I said, it really pissed me off this morning knowing what happened to my homeboy back home because of that. And you know what? She knew that it was going to go down like that because, everything that's going on in the world. Because she was one of those white Latinas.
oh gosh.
Hmm
But I
She was
mean,
the she was the Latinas that looked like a white girl, and
I know exactly what you're talking about.
basically framed him, lied on his name while you got your new nigga after you telling him that he can't be with no one else because even though we're not in a relationship, we still gonna be exclusive. Okay, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
That's what makes it even more fucked up the situation.
See.
Welcome back, Hangton.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
My
Welcome
God,
back.
back in the back cave.
The Colombian cave. Colombo. I'm gonna call you Colombo now, like the wrestler.
That's fine, man. I don't care.
Hey,
Listen,
we
some
know
of that
you don't care.
Colombo yogurt was good.
Look, you cool with being more confused than this guy in the next video.
Chris Jenner.
don't know why I fast forwarded. I was trying to adjust the volume. Fucking my bad.
Fake ass Michael Jackson.
It's a parody. It's Tommy Davidson.
I made $1 million by the time I was 10.
Damn.
I wrote a love song to a rat named Ben. And then I got a nose job and changed my chin and made my skin light. Look me in the face and tell me if you think I'm black or white. I'm still a virgin and I'm 33.
Damn.
Even Madonna won't have sex with me. I play with little animals and hang out with Macaulay all night. And if that's not strange enough, I don't know whether I'm black or white. Am I black or white? You tell me. We don't know. Or white? I don't know. We don't. Am I black or white? You tell me.
Oh, no. My nigga Kirkin out now.
This is S22 trying to win back his fucking host heart.
Link in the bio.
You don't know if he's black or white. You have to admit though, when he came out with the album Bad, it was like, come on, why are you trying?
Nah, that's disrespectful to Michael Jackson's robot. Because Michael Jackson got one of the smoothest robots of all time.
Nah.
No, I like Michael Jackson. I think he was right.
Y'all notice in the background that thing says boner? Did y'all notice that on the gate?
No, I never did.
Hold up. I gotta rewind.
Yeah, he probably did.
Hey, pay attention to the fence.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Andrew.
wow.
Boner with a question mark. Yo, that's crazy. That shit says boner. Hold on, what is that one in the background? So there's another one.
Officer, maybe you can tell me, am I black or white? You're under arrest. What? Well, I guess I am black.
He said,
I guess I am black.
I mean, hey, he said, am I black?
So also too, other news, fucking what's the nigga name? Luigi something? The Mangione guy? The guy who
Luigi
the privileged kid?
Mangione.
So I see right here that 30,000 people have donated over $1 million to his legal fund. And I'm looking at all the comments, it's just a bunch of thirsty assholes. And moral of the story, you wanna right? So you have like shit, it should be on your shit.
That's crazy. That's just like that one. You know what really I think is the most cringiest shit ever? Whenever you see a hot chick posting on Instagram, the comments from, and it's mostly the Habibis, they really say the most out of, not even out of pocket. It just comes off as cringe. Like the way that they're messaging them as if like they know them. Like, my queen, you're so beautiful. Call me on WhatsApp. And they drop their number. And I'm like, boy, you're my queen. I love you so much. Then tag them. Please enter my message in my DM. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the same the way that Spanish people talk, right? They say the same thing. They do the terms of endearment and they say the thing. Arabs do the same thing, man.
Yeah, but why is it sounds more creepy from the Arabs compared to the Hispanics?
Because we all know their motive or operandi, where is the Latin guy is kind of a little bit effeminate when they're in
Listen, It's
You know what
yo,
I'm talking about.
Hank. No. It's funny you say that because I was just talking about that because I was working with somebody at a startup, well not a startup, at a software company, and it was me. We were three Puerto Ricans, right? Me and the two workers. One guy, me and the other guy, I was there for a little bit. But you could tell that when their mothers are from the island and when their mothers from here. Because my mother, I told y'all before, my mother is equivalent to a black independent woman need no man type shit. I'm at a point that I think my mother is a lesbian right now. My mother wears cut off jeans and the freaking gloves that you thought she had her CDL license.
That
But
makes sense.
but the thing is too is the fact that like this one guy, I nicknamed him Ricky. I nicknamed him that because he was very feminine and he was like very Ricky Martin-ish. I thought he was gay. Boy, to find out he got like 5 kids. I'm like,
No,
oh
no,
shit. I'm
no.
coming.
But they're like that down South America, man. They're like
Yeah, no, but it's just any island because you know too they spend so much time with their mothers that they act so feminine. Like you think that they'll reenact fucking
and they're
telemovie.
knocking a lot of girls too at the same time. I don't get it.
But you know too, because women like that. That's why Puerto Rican don't know different. You know what I'm saying? They don't know masculine men. You know what I'm saying? When you come here, you have that redneck in you kind of. I can chop a tree down with my teeth. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's a little different. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it.
You know
This
what's
is
funny?
one. Bobby?
Last night I was out with some drink function tech week thing. So at all these technology companies.
Mm-hmm.
I happened to be there. There's five Colombians there, and they're all talking to me. They're all introducing themselves to me, and I met a couple Colombian girls as well. And I'm like, oh, please, no problems for me.
No, you can easily make that no problems for you. Just send them our way, nigga. We got a
See,
dude. We got a dude right here that loves Latinas. You
see,
know what I'm saying?
Well, you do, eh?
Me gusta
see,
adios míos. Not me, but Double D. He loves him.
your son.
I'm just saying. But
I'm
listen,
just too high to dance, so just imagine my lower half moving.
That was weird, brother.
that's crazy. But listen, we're gonna go ahead for all the people on YouTube that
Wait, shit.
hour one is up, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue on Twitch. We're gonna go ahead and play a quick intermission clip while we go on with the second half of the show, where we go back into the clubhouse and talk some more shit. You know what I'm saying?